What's up? Black men have to stop being jealous of each other. Now, if you're a black man out there and you're trying to self improve and gain a grounded identity in being black and in learning black history, and also, know who to look up to in black history and just all the areas of self improvement as far as eating healthier, getting your finances right, and also becoming more financially literate and organizing and learning how to come together with other black men in your community so we can see the whole community uplift and the whole black community rise and be strong. And if you're a black man and you're interested in increasing yourself in those ways, I have a deep dive guide on all of those things and a little bit more than I just mentioned. And if you're interested in that, the link for that will be in the comments of this video, the description of this video. Just click on my channel in the bio section. You'll see the link for that. Now, when we look at a lot of black men who are jealous, this is one of the reasons why I think we become disorganized. We can't come together and we can't do anything on a bigger scale or on a big level because I've been around people who are like other dudes that were like so it is not that I was like way more like successful or I had way more, but I would notice how a lot of dudes would be like just jealous of everybody. They get mad if somebody have something new. They get, just they constantly be in that mindset of like hating on people, not liking people, pushing themselves away. And I think the problem is we have egos. We want to impress people. We want to look good. That's what I think a lot of black men have a problem with, that they want to put up a persona. They want to be cool. They want to be accepted, and they want to look like they have something. And I've never been a person personally that got like very jealous or anything like that. And that's not me. That's not me trying to brag, but that's like an honest thing. Like I've never got too jealous of anybody, even if I had like way less than everybody else around me. And the thing that we have to understand when it comes to coming together, that's one of the most important things that we need to do in the black community. Come together in a positive context of doing something, of getting stuff done, of changing stuff, of improving. We can't improve together if we don't like each other. We're in constant competition. My goal with my movement, with us coming together in real life, is for us to not look at each other like like strangers, like we're different from each other, but to look at each other in a way where I'm trying to help him improve. I'm trying to help myself improve. He's trying to help me improve, and he's trying to help himself improve. We're brothers trying to improve, and I think that that's the connection and the communal sense of just coming together that we truly need. And the things that hold us back is, that self-destructive mentality, that mentality of that individualism. Like, I can't do anything with anybody because I'm too afraid of looking like this. I don't want to look like I'm less than this guy. I don't want to be around a guy who got more than me. I don't want to be around a guy who got less than me. And I think when you come together, no matter if you have a guy in the group that is super successful, or you have a guy in the group that's, a regular person, or you have a guy in a group that's not very successful, or he doesn't have anything, all those guys can help each other go up. They can help each other get to the next level. That's the type of mentality we have to start having when it comes to black men coming together, because the more we have that mindset, the more we're going to see everybody go up. And all of us have a culture where no matter if you weren't super successful or you didn't have as much, you're not looking at the next black man and saying, oh, I gotta outbeat him, and I gotta have this negative mindset behind being better than somebody. Have a positive mindset behind, striving to be the best that you can be. It's okay to look up to people. It's okay to have role models. That's a good thing. But when you start to bring it to a negative light where, oh, I can't be around him, I gotta hate on him because he don't have as much as me, or he has way more than me. And that's where we start to isolate and we divide from each other. And to me, I think the enemy, no matter what you want to call it, the government, white people, whoever, whatever you want to say. And a lot of times we can be our own enemy. The enemy does not want us to come together, does not want us to work on things that are going to improve our community, improve ourselves. And I believe that That's where, that structure of like coming together on a consistent basis, improving together, having a ideological structure of how you're going to implement and take action with things, not just talking but coming together with those things. We can't do that if this guy over here, he hating on everybody. He don't want to be around nobody because he don't feel like he have enough. He constantly jealous. He constantly hating on the next black man. I'm a man like I'm a black man that wants to see every black man be successful, but he has to want that, and he can't block that from himself. He can't block, working with other people. And I've said this before in other videos. If you can't work with people and you can't interact with people, especially when it comes to developing the right relationships, you're not gonna be in a good place in life. Because what's the point of becoming successful, making a lot of money, doing all these superficial things and reaching this amount of success, and you're only doing it for more money, for more fame. You're doing it for like these superficial reasons that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, the relationships, the people you spend time with, the families you have, the family you're around, the people you develop, close connections with and a brotherhood with, that is what truly matters. And we can't come together when we can't look at each other like a brother. We can't look at each other with empathy and trying to help each other. And I believe that we don't have that in the black community as much because a lot of black men are stooped into like uh you know they only are going to do what's culturally like what's cool, like if you're not gang banging a criminal or this super promiscuous type of dude who is super dysfunctional with his relationships, and you know if he's not being like that, then it's like that's another thing. It's like a lot of dudes will call you corny for actually trying to work on yourself or improve or do all these things, and they'll come together to do self-destructive things, but they won't come together to improve to get better, because to me that brings out a level of being healthy mentally. Because one thing I've noticed is like a lot of black men who are healthy mentally and emotionally, they can work together with other men to do things on a positive light. And a lot of other dudes who more on the self-destructive side, they get into this mentality where they can only come together to be negative. They can only come together with lighthearted stuff like a football game or to hurt each other. They can only come together with things that aren't productive and are self-destructive. So that's what we have to understand. That's what we have to get towards. And I really just want to see the black community change, and the black men take up that responsibility of, being those people who are going to set the standard. They're going to be a good example, and they're going to be leaders of the community. And that's what I'm striving to be. So that's what every black man watching this should strive to be. That's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.